What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. It's my favorite time of day. That's when I get to come out here with you guys and open up some goodies. So I got this right here, and I got this package right here. I think I know what one of them is, but not the other. So let's get into it. Let me get my trusty little knife. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I appreciate all of the support from all you guys day in and day out. So this is a this is very lightweight mailer here, and it's even got the book in a padded envelope inside. Let's peel this off, shall we? Uh-oh. That's one thing I hate with these tape things, though. Sometimes they can get a little stuck. All right. Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet stuff. All right, guys. Oh, I'm excited to show this off. Okay, so this was my first ever online auction type bid purchase ever from whether it be Facebook or Instagram, and it was Instagram. And man, this is obviously a live, one take unboxing. I didn't even think that this is what this was going to be, and I forgot the Instagrammer's name. You guys are going to be able to see it in the description below because I will put it there. Go check him out. Really cool Instagram. I think at least weekly, where that he does bidding posts. You know, he posts a picture. How does it work? Oh, it's a claim sale. Claim sale. There you go. It's not a bid. It's a set price and the first person to claim it. That's right. So, you know, you usually got both ways of doing it. You get a lot of the bidding sales, where you see this more on Facebook, where they'll post pictures in the comments of one thread, and it's just a bidding war. You comment $1, $2, $3, and whoever's the last one to bid when time closes. These are claim sales where the seller has a set price. But let's stop talking and let's show off the book. Devil Dinosaur #1. I was like, did I win? He like, I guess when you win, he messaged you a picture of the book so you know, so it's there. And I was like, all right, the first time I won in an auction slash claim sale. So happy to have this book, and it was only $15. Yeah, $15. And it looks to be in really decent condition. I forget exactly what he had there, but it's really nice. I think there's one little rip though. Yeah, this can get a press and look a lot nicer. Let's look at it. You can see some kind of crinkling. You can see a little bit of crinkling that can get pressed out. The edges are decently sharp. A little bit of wear down at the bottom edge. Corner. Top one's not bad, but there's a little bit of a color break like right there. Right above the red. And no color breaks throughout the book though. The spine is excellent. The spine is really clean. Maybe like 1, 2 little spine ticks that don't really break color. But the biggest issue is, let me make sure. Yeah. Darn it, that's a little bummer, but overall, it's a beautiful book, but look at that right there. So I don't know how that would get graded, because I had that Spider-Woman book that I thought was a decent high grade, and it came back a 6.0, and they said that there was a little bit of rip, and it was something that was like even smaller than that right over here at the edge. But other than that though, this book is beautiful. I'm going to press it. It's going to look even more beautiful, and for $15, I'm extremely happy. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, let's get to the second package. I don't remember what this was. Just trying to think. I do that a lot. I did that in another video like a couple weeks ago where I was like, I think I even stopped doing what I was doing and I was like looking out into space, being like, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. This one. Ah, man. So there, I just did it again. Oh, yeah. Yes. Wow. In Mylar. All right, guys. Wow. What a beautiful book. Are you guys ready for this? Or you want me to look at it and enjoy it a little longer? This is what it had on the front. It looks like they were doing a live Facebook or Instagram live claim sale. Because that's usually what they do. $100, 4.5. I paid nowhere near $100 for this book. Nowhere near. So, and it even has a price tag on the Mylar bag that I paid nowhere near. And that's X-Men number 28, the first appearance of Banshee. Look at that. I paid less than half of what these stickers are calling for. And it was a bid. It was an eBay bid. And I ended up winning. And it's a really nice looking, what they say 4.5, and that seems pretty accurate just from looking at the cover. Obvious wear on the spine, and a color break, a little color break right down there in the corner. Rounding of the edges, and yeah, you know, let's excuse me, let's open it up. Take this tape off. This is what I do, guys, especially for key books. I will take the tape off before I even pull it out of the bag, because I am not even getting it anywhere near the possibility of getting the tape ripped. Now, I know that there was a spine split. There's about a 1-inch spine split. You guys can probably see that right up there. And that was the worst of the book. So, you know, I mean, saying this is a 4.5 with that kind of spine split, I mean, it's decent. The back is super clean, just with, you know, a bit of rounding of the edges. The pages, whoa, pages are nice and clean. Staples. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. You're doing this with me, guys. I'm doing my inspection. Okay. So I came to the center of the book. The staples are in the centerfold still. Okay? Take my word for it. But I'm a little concerned with that bottom staple. Now, when I pull it open, I want you guys to see that. Right there. It looks like that cover is completely ripped off the staple, which was not described in the book. And I'm trying to be very gentle in lifting the inner pages up. Okay, nope. Whew. Okay, so what's going on is the cover is still on that back staple by a thread, literally, because the way that when you staple the staple in, whatever is still caught under there is under there still, and it's still connected to the rest of the cover. So even though it looked like it was completely off, there's coming around from the back side, it's still attached. Yeah, and there's that spine split you can see as I open. Look at that. So yeah, this is not a 4.5. And the fact that I think they were even trying to sell this for $110, is an injustice. Although, obviously, this is still a key book, valuable book. And, I think for what I paid, I think it's still fair. I'm going to have to go back and look at the listing because I don't even remember exactly what I paid. I know I think it was well under $50 still. But I got to look at that, and then I got to look at the description because I don't think they said anything about staple. And even though it's technically still on, I would have liked a little more description about that. So we shall see. But here's my thing. Again, this book presents extremely well. You put this in a Mylar bag, it's going to look beautiful. It doesn't have a lot of color breaks through the cover, except for the little bit of wear on the spine, a little bit of rounding edges, and that one color breaking crease right there. Yeah, and it's beautiful. It looks really beautiful. And that, honestly, that's the one thing that I noticed when I saw the listing. And it even made me say, okay, this is something that I might want to invest some money in because just the way that it looked. But yeah, I mean, with the spine split, with the staple like almost falling off, my estimate would probably be a 3.5. If the staple was fully on the bottom and the spine, there wasn't a spine split, I might even say a 5.0, maybe. But it'd be more like a 4.5 if that spine split wasn't there and that staple was more secure. So I don't know if they were not taking those two things into consideration or just trying to up their grade, or they're just not very good at grading. But hey, then again, we're all just putting our opinions out there. I don't know. I haven't sent it into CGC. Maybe it would get a 4.5. Who knows? But there it is, guys. You guys let me know what you think. You saw the spine. You saw the spine rip. You saw a little bit of how the staple was off. You could see the cleanness of the cover, though. You let me know. What do you guys think? You can see the rounding of the edges. Like I said, decent some amount of spine wear and ticks. You can see the corners, not too horrible, but obviously rounded. That one's worse. And then with that color breaking color breaking crease, back looks decently clean. Like I said, some discoloring around the edges. So you guys let me know. What do you think? You think this is a 4.5 like they said, or you think it's a bit lower because of the two big damages? There's also a little ding right there that dings into the cover. So, boom. All right, guys. Ultimately, two awesome books to have in my collection. I'm still happy. And, I also noticed about this, too. That rip actually goes through the book. Look at that. That kind of, yeah. I don't know what that would do to the grade of this book. But, I'll look at fair market value some more and see. And try to say, well, ultimately, because I think without that, take this away on this book, you gotta, after a press, this is like a very fine book. You take this away, and it's a very fine book. If I press this up, I think this book could get, and again, without this, I think with the press, this book could possibly get a 9.0, probably more like an 8.5. So we'll say 8.5, but when you add the fact that there's a rip going on there that's going through all the pages, the whole book, what does that do to the book? What would that bring a book that might be an 8.5 to? 6.0? 5.0? I don't know. And that's where I wish we had more transparency with the grading companies so we can gauge these things. Because I'm looking at this, and if I just say, well, this is kind of one large defect, right? Or maybe it's considered 2 because it's, or 3 even. Like, how do I gauge that? I can't even gauge it on the Overstreet guide because I don't know if this is one defect, one big defect, 2 defects, 3 defects, or multiple defects because it goes through each page. So that's where it's like, I would be worried of sending this into CGC just because of this. So I would love to hear your thoughts on these two books, guys. These are really, both books I think are very interesting in terms of gauging value and grade. So let me know what you guys think. Let's get into some engaging discussion below in the comments. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And until next time.